Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Tefi Tori and this is the Tori Standard. If you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in again. And Happy New Year, everybody. Aren't you surprised at how fast 2023 went by? That is a lesson to not waste time. Like, you looked around and a week is already done. Fun fact though, I filmed this video on the very first day of the year. Got down to editing the video and there was absolutely no audio. I could have cried. I could have cried because it was done really nicely and my energy was up and everything was good, and then only to get to the editing app to realize that there's no sound on the video. The battery for my mic had died and I had no idea. So here we go again. Take two. But happy 2024, guys. Cheers to an amazing year. Cheers to goals being accomplished, dreams being realized, and all good things. I pray that the challenges that you face, you will learn from it and it will help to make you, I should say us, to make us all better individuals. Okay, so last year on the Tori Standard, we focused heavily on leveling up, the level up journey, soft life, self-love, and all of the things that are really necessary for you to become a better version of yourself. And honestly, guys, I'm not perfect at this, but this is me going through the journey and taking time to share the experience with you guys, some of the challenges, the things that I've learned. And a few of those lessons have been recurring throughout the year, one of which is to evaluate my circle. And I think I've spoken to quite a few of you, and you guys would have reached out to say that you've learned the same lesson or you've seen some of the same things manifesting in your life. And I think it's something God was doing in that season. A lot of people reached out to say that the videos helped and they did go through some of the same things, and that means so much to me. Y'all don't even know. Like, sometimes you put so much of effort into creating content and posting it and you're like, who even needs to hear this? But when I do get your messages and I see your comments and I read all of your responses, then I realize that okay, I'm not doing this in vain. There are people who actually follow and listen and benefit from my experiences shared on this channel. So thank you so much for that, and thank you guys for your support in 2023, and I'm looking forward to your support in 2024. Again, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Share the link with a friend, a cousin, a coworker, just somebody, and let's all expand the Tori Standard family. So that's one of the things I really did have to focus on. And self-love. Self-love is not just about the flowery things, the really nice spa dates and solo dates and flowers and getting yourself nice things. It's also about setting boundaries, and it's also about holding yourself accountable. We've dealt with accountability before the year ended. Thank God, before the year ended, thank God I got to do that video on accountability, because I really did need to start holding myself accountable for a lot of the things that I was complaining about in my own personal life. And I was like, you know what? You did not stand firm to your boundaries. Like, you can't be mad at another person for continuously pushing your boundaries if you're not going to enforce them. And you can't always blame other people. You have to take accountability for your actions and realize that a lot of the things that do happen in your life, you are responsible for them happening. You are responsible for the course going the way that it is going, or heading in the direction it is heading. So yeah, dealt with that thoroughly. If you missed any of these videos, I encourage you to go back. They're all on the channel. Go back and watch them and let me know what you. I always love to hear your feedback. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think of the content and what do you think of the topics that I've shared and what you would like to see going forward on the Tori Standard. Now, I can't promise you guys a video every week. My life is way too busy for that, but I encourage you to go over to TikTok and Instagram and follow the short form content that I have on those platforms because it's easier to upload and it takes less time and energy and effort, and I'm able to do that way faster than I am able to sit down and record like a 20-minute YouTube video, guys. It's harder than it looks, trust me. Anyway, something that I did last year was this little thingy here, which I called my gratitude bowl. So, in an effort to reflect on the year and some of the things that I am really grateful for, I took the time to write it down. I did say I was going to do this at the beginning of the year. So, I'm going to pull out a few of these and just to show you guys some of the things that you kind of come up with, some of the things that at the end of the year, when you check back through all that you've been through, you're like, you know what, I really did see God's mercy and see blessings and see a lot of good things happen in my life this year, and it helps you to stay grounded and remain grateful. I feel like gratitude is one of the most important things you can incorporate into your daily life, no matter how small the things are seemingly. We should all take time to be grateful and to express gratitude. So let me go pick the first one. If it's too personal, guys, I'm gonna put it back. I'm not gonna share it, but let's see. Okay, so the first one is, thank you, God, for all the amazing opportunities that I'm about to experience at work in my career. Expecting great things, so I will receive. And boy, oh boy, did I receive. Work was a roller coaster, I guess, for the year, but I did have a lot of beautiful experiences. I got to meet quite a few people, and I was able to go a step higher in my career, and I'm very grateful for that. So yeah, next one. Let's see here. This one says, thank you, thankful for the growth and maturity that I am exuding. I no longer react the way I used to. Thank you, Lord, for continually granting me wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Ooh, this is a mouthful, but I really did realize that I was not reacting the way I used to, because I am a very emotional person. I'm very expressive. And what you get with somebody that's very expressive and that loves really hard is that the opposite of the happy and the joyous and the excited and the loving is just as loud and it's just as intense. So I was like, God, help me to be calm. Help me to just have a calm demeanor, a calm disposition. When things happen, just let me stay calm. Help me to not blow up all the time. And something happened that should have triggered me, and it didn't to the extent I thought it would. I was like, hey, I am growing. I was like, yay. But yeah, that's something that I was super grateful for. So took the time and I wrote it down. So let's do maybe one more. This is an interesting one. It says, grateful for Elsie and Marva speaking positively over me. You guys, I don't know if you know these two young ladies, but Marva Langevin and Elsie Harry. They're about, I feel like everybody should know their names by now. Anyway, we were having a conversation sometime during the year, and they were like just constantly speaking a lot of good things into my life and saying how proud they are of me and my growth and all of these things. And I was like so taken aback that persons actually do notice. They notice you, they notice your life, they notice your efforts, they notice when you're trying to become a better person and you excelling in the areas that you want to excel in and stuff like that. So sometimes it feels a bit lonely, and this year was a lonely year for me. I don't know what it was. I noticed that it's being termed as a wilderness season, where you feel like you're hidden from everything and everyone, but then there's a lot that goes on personally. There's a lot that goes on internally with you as a person, and that was my 2023. It has felt very lonely, but there was a lot of work that was done internally. So yeah, my gratitude bowl there. I have so many more to go through, but I am not going to do that on camera. But I'm going to empty these out and start a fresh one for 2024. And I encourage you guys to do the same. It's really, really an enlightening experience when you sit down and you go through all of the things that you were grateful to receive and to experience in 365 days. So yeah, this year on the Tory Standard, we have done all the work last year. This year we're going to be focusing on really walking in our best self. We're going to be focusing a lot on personal style, and not just the fashion aspect of that, but style as relates to everything you do in your life. We're going to focus on etiquette, we're going to focus on mindset. And yes, while we're going to do a lot more fashion content on the channel and on all the other platforms that my brand is on, we are also going to be focusing on some of the deep work. So goal setting, consistency, personal styling, personal branding, the entire thing. So I encourage you guys to stay tuned to the Tory Standard. You're going to also see some changes around here with branding and so forth. But don't worry, it's the same message. It's the same me, the same brand at its core. So guys, stay tuned. Again, subscribe, share the link. If you're not subscribed at this point, what are you waiting on? Come on, guys. Join the thing. Join the thing. Subscribe, like, comment, share. The more you do that, the more the algorithm pushes the content to people that need it. So, yeah. But that's it for today's video. Before I go, remember you are loved, you are blessed, you are great, you are enough, and you were created to do exploits. See you next time.